This past Sunday, liberal news website Axios created quite a kerfuffle in Maryland Democratic circles when it published an article entitled "Democrats Question Electability of Black Candidates," which prominently repeated comments by Maryland Party insider Barbara Goldberg-Goldman, who questions whether Black male candidates may have difficulty being elected statewide in Maryland. Now, Nancy, to be fair to Ms. Goldman, in always in these articles, the comments were taken and leaked. They're out of context. It's also seemed from my reading of the article that she was really advocating in general on choosing a winning candidate, and in particular, trying to drum up support for Tom Perez. Is this really just an inside party issue, or is there something more to this?
Well, it's a reminder to all of us that you have to be careful what you say in any context, because I cannot believe that Barbara would ordinarily say such a thing. I mean, it's really over the top. I know she's a supporter of Tom, and I'm not sure of the circumstances in which this was said, but it's out of sync. It's not just the Democratic Party, it's out of sync with everything happening in this country. I don't think race is at all an issue in electability these days. Although I am reminded of Ike Leggett's telling me that he never put his picture on his campaign material. So, he could avoid that issue. So, he's something to think about.
Well, I had a very long political career, so maybe that was a word.
Yeah,
but truthfully, when you think of Maryland and Maryland Democratic politics, the prominence of African-American candidates, both sexes, male and female, it seems shocking that there would be an issue as to whether one group of candidates may have a more difficult time being elected than others. Mark, and again, this kind of dovetails into the issue where in the Republican Party, you have elected two male Republican Black African-American candidates for lieutenant governor recently.
Well, that's true, but if I could just expand a little, obviously that you're absolutely right about that. Nancy could have observed that we have yet to elect a woman governor, and for that matter, Nancy could have observed that we've yet to elect a woman county executive in Montgomery County, although we've had women who have been leaders in Anne Arundel, Prince George's, Baltimore City, and so forth and so on. So these are barriers that will be broken in time. I certainly hope, actually, if I can have the last word on that, I hope that barrier for women is broken on statewide for governor this year.
Well, we do have a few more minutes in this segment, and I will point out that we had a wonderful candidate, a female candidate for county executive in the last election, and she happens to be on the panel today. So
exactly, I was trying to be a little oblique about that, but we probably should make that particular point.
Oh, you can be blatant. It's no harm there.
Well, that was a last-minute run. But yes. I don't think that there is a real barrier to women winning. It's just, a lot of guys you got to fight with to get on the ballot, and it's expensive, and it's you got to have the heart for that.
Well, I think
I took the easy way.
I think Mark's other issue, which he didn't want to portray, is that there is a female Republican running for governor this time, and it's going to be an interesting race with her two male counterparts in that primary, and we're certainly going to take a look at that when it's right. But my feeling on this particular thing is that I don't know Nancy Goldman. I understand she's a very good person, and I just think this was an inside baseball kind of thing, and she was talking about her own particular desire to elect Tom Perez, and giving reasons why he would be a stronger candidate than some of the others. So I think
but I mean, I don't think that she would ever advance that. I mean, that is not a campaign ploy that you're going to make public. That would really hurt Tom to do that within the voter constituency. Generally speaking, I think it would be a very unwise approach. So it's just a wacky thing to have come out of of anything that Barbara would say. Barbara's a dedicated Democrat and has worked in the field for years and years and years. So, and supported all kinds of people. So, I get, every so often we all make mistakes.
Well, we'll let you have the let you have the last word, and I will correct myself. I identified her as Nancy Goldman instead of Barbara Goldman. I apologize for that.